back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa Competizione. So the last video I did of this, we were discussing the DLCs and stuff like that, and I did a race around Watkins Glen, and it was me and the GT3 car, and I was racing a grid full of GT4 cars. I still don't know how that happened, but I fixed that. Um, I changed it so now it's mostly GT3 cars. There are some GT4 cars in it though. We are going to be racing at Watkins Glen again because I love that track. That's my hometown track. I grew up going there. We used to go fishing on Seneca Lake, and anytime we would go fishing there, we would drive right through the town when they would have the races, and you'd hear them, and we'd stop at the track and stuff, and it was just such a good time. I remember that. Such a great track. I just love the track so much. This is the car we're going to be driving. This is the Porsche 992. I never thought I would choose a Porsche in one of these games. Usually Porsche is very difficult to control, but this one, man, I just love it. I used to always be either the Ferrari or the Honda, I think. Yeah, when I first started playing it, it was the Honda, and then it was the Ferrari, and now it's this. I just absolutely love this car. So, before we get into this, I just want to say that this is going to kind of continue my beginner series in sim racing because I'm still not great at it. I don't have the time to put into it, and it's starting to really get to me because I really do want to get. Oh, look at that car! That is just. That's not even fair that that car looks that good, man. But yeah, I really do want to try to dedicate more time to getting better at this. I need to get my essay rating up. You know, one of the things that I'm practicing is racing, closer and not crashing because my biggest issue is when I get close to a car in front of me and they brake, I don't have time to brake, so I'm crashing into the back of them. So I got to get better at that. Again, I'm sorry this is long-winded, guys. And honestly, these videos are very self-indulgent. Like I understand that the majority of the subscribers on my channel are not going to care less about Assetto Corsa Competizione or racing games or sim racing or anything like that. So this is very self-indulgent for me to put on the channel. But sometimes you have to do what you want to do, right? So I'm going to put timestamps down below. So if you want to skip all my babbling and get right to the race, you can do that. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is if we go back, I do want to show you guys my assists. So I'm running custom. I'm manual gearbox, automatic clutch because I'm not trying to do that. But the engine start, wipers, lights, that's all manual. Pit limiter is automatic. I'm not going to be going into the pit. I'm not doing any races that long. No stability control, no ideal line at all. And then if we go into the realism, you can see damage rate is 50%. I feel that's all right. I don't want to crash too bad here because I'm still trying to get better at it. But tire fuel consumption is enabled. Tire stats unlimited again. It doesn't really matter. I'm not doing that long races yet. Brake temperature is enabled. Formation is on last corner. I did notice that we can do full lap or last corner, so that's pretty cool. I didn't actually know that. Of course, penalties are enabled, so those are all my settings for that. So you know what? I think we're going to get right into the race, and after the race, we'll do a little highlights replay for you guys if you guys want to see that as well. So sit back and enjoy the show, guys. All right, so here we are. We're starting P10. I always like to start off with P10 just to have people around me. I don't want to start off first. When I go to get more serious about raising my essay, I will start further back in the grid. But right now, P10 is good. We're only doing a 10-minute race, so we are starting our formation lap, and it is only the first corner or last corner, I believe. So that's all right. This is what always gets me, is the start and when everybody's tight. Like if I'm one-on-one with a car, my racing isn't bad, but tight group like this, it's not good. Okay, there's the green light, so we can go. Now another thing that sometimes I forget to do is the shift right away. Oh god, there. So see, we went a little hot there, so we will take a safety rating penalty. Unfortunately, we did go kind of on the outside. Yeah, it says track limits, no time gain, but that's alright. That's alright. You know, the one thing that I've come to realize is that you can learn from all of your mistakes. No matter how bad of a race you had, there's something to learn from it. Actually, the worse you do, the more you can learn from it. Now, I don't know if that guy, it kind of felt like he was bumping me, but I didn't see anything come up. So I'm guessing that was just the curb. But yeah, this is what I need to practice. I need to practice when, you know, there's a group of cars all bunched up like this. This is good. This is fantastic. And honestly, I'm really not concerned about what place I'm in at the end of the race. I'm more concerned about just racing cleanly. That's the most important thing. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here. So that corner was nice. And the other thing I have to get used to is the radar. When the radar pops up, I need to start getting used to really paying attention to that, where the other cars are around me. It's an invaluable tool, and sometimes I don't pay attention to it, and it gets me in trouble. This is probably one of my favorite sectors of the track right here. That last corner is just really good. So we started in P10, we're still in P10. I absolutely love this game though. I have been playing the Le Mans Ultimate on PC. That's very good as well. I'm really enjoying that. I'm really tempted. I've actually tried an online race there, and I was surprised how clean it was. Because, like I said, I'm not good. But whereas other games I've played, if I'm slow, people will crash into the back end of me. They just passed me there. That's. That was a little nerve-wracking. We got a guy coming up behind us here. So, it's going smooth so far. This is probably the 6th time I've tried to record this race. I've done this race earlier today 3 or 4 times, and the best I did was I came out in P4, and sure enough, as soon as I decided to hit record, everything just started going wrong. Like, I was getting taken out at corners, and a lot of it was my fault, again, not paying attention to that radar. Like right now, see that? That radar is telling me where they are. So I need to really be mindful of that to kind of just keep my line. You know, it's funny because I'm talking about not paying attention to the radar, but yeah, in the Le Mans Ultimate, you don't have the radar, and I was missing it. I'm like, hey, man, this game needs a radar because I don't know what's around me. Then I get in this game where it has a radar, and I'm not paying attention to it. So I noticed that, again, I was in P10, but I was actually in P9. And it's still to this day, it takes a while for that to catch up for some reason. Now this area here, for some reason the AI won't go flat out, and you can. There's no reason to brake around there. You can go flat out. But for some reason the AI always brakes. So what I've been doing is I've been getting better because I've just been letting off the gas. Like for some reason, when I play these games, I always think I have to brake, and that's not the case. Like lots of times you can just let off the gas. Like around here, I used to take this sweeping corner in 2nd, but now I take it in 3rd, and I just kind of undulate the gas. I let off the gas and let it coast a little bit. lots of things I'm learning. Lots of things I'm learning. Like I said, we all have to start somewhere. You know, I mean, everybody on YouTube, you know, they post them racing and they're fantastic. You know, they're amazing. And that's all well and good, but we're not all that good. So, yeah, if I'm going to be the one that's going to be different and show you guys how bad I am, then so be it. But like I said, there's no shame in it. You have to start somewhere. You know, and it's nonsense to say that, well, you know, you shouldn't put a YouTube video out, you know, if you're not playing good. Why? I'm more than happy to show you guys that I'm, you know, probably below average at these games. And if someone's out there watching this and going, wow, this looks like me racing, then that's awesome. You know, we're in the same boat, and you know, you just gotta learn. Practice makes perfect. This pink and blue car, man, what is that? What is that livery? I'm racing the CI, so that's got to be an in-game livery. I have no idea what team that is. Ooh, he just hit the wall. Definitely don't want to do that. This corner here, like when I'm just practicing by myself, I'm good at this corner. But when there's other cars on the track, I don't know what the hell it is. That was the track. That was the corner that I kept getting wiped out at before when I was trying to record. And like I said, I literally recorded like 6 other races, and they just took me out of that corner, and I was so frustrated. And that's one thing as well. I have to kind of learn to just not get frustrated. You know, I mean, chances are it's like 99% my fault when something like that happens. Again, around that corner, I feel like I wasn't checking out the radar. Okay, so now we're up into P7. Or, wait. Or are we? Did that dude pass us? Were we ahead of him? Or were... I know that blue and pink car, we passed them. So no, we gotta be in P7. Yeah, I think so. I think that should change once we cross the finish line. Yeah. Wait, so now now I'm confused. Now it's saying I'm in P9 and P8, but the top says I'm in P7. I really don't understand how that works in this game. Now it says I'm in 6. I don't know. It's very confusing. I just have to race my race and not worry about that. But it looks like we are kind of pulling away from the people behind us. So that's good. And we're pulling away because there's nobody in front of us to slow me up. And it looks like the rest of the cars are quite a ways in front of me. And with about a minute left, I'm not too confident that we'll catch them. Maybe, but I don't think so. You know, if we had like another 5-6 minutes left, we probably could. Not so sure now. So I am going to leave this whole race in because it is only a 10-minute race. If I really want to get my SI up, which I do, I will do longer races. I probably won't do a video on them. If I do, they'll be edited down. I don't really want to do a 20-30 minute video race because of what's going on right here. Eventually you're going to get to a point in the race, especially longer races, where you're not going to have anybody in front of you, nobody behind you, and you're just by yourself. I mean, whether you're in P1 or P15, there's going to come a point in time when you're just in no man's land. That's just kind of how racing is. But like I said, considering that this is just a 10-minute race, we'll we'll leave it all in. And as a matter of fact, the race is over now. We will be able to get to do one lap. Yeah, see, they're not they're not really that far. Well, no, they are. They're what? They're 6 seconds ahead of me. Crap. Okay, never mind. Yeah, they're quite far ahead of me. So, as of recording this, the DLC hasn't been released yet. So when you guys watch this video, that's why I'm kind of talking about the other video I did and not the DLC one. So when I said in the beginning how the last video I put out was talking about the DLC, it's because I recorded this video after that video, but before any video of the new DLC. I know that's confusing, and I apologize, but yeah, that's why that is like that. I will probably get out a video looking at all the DLC cars and the Red Bull Ring. And yeah, I do want to put more stuff like this on the channel. You know, not to take over anything, but just to add it back in a little bit, because I really do enjoy these games, and you know, it takes time. It really does take time to get good at these. Right, so that is the end of the race, and of course now we hit the wall, which it doesn't matter now. The race is over. Do we have a checker flag? We don't have a checker flag yet. Okay, we have a checker flag now, and it looks like we did come in 6th place, so that's not too bad. Started out in P10. You know, we had a couple hiccups, and then we ended in P6. So you know what? As long as you're progressing, I feel like you're doing good. Now, if we did this race and we started in P10 and ended up in P20, then that wouldn't be good. But I'm pretty happy with that. Alright guys, so that's the end of the race, and we did lock in P6, not too bad, like I said. You know, the thing is with these racing games, man, you can't get too discouraged. Like, literally, no matter how bad your race is, you can always learn something from it. Just take something from it, you know what I mean? Improve little by little. Like I said, as long as you're progressing, I feel like you're doing good. If you fell back, you know, record the race, look back, see where your mistakes were, you know, look at the replays and stuff like that. It's really good tools, and just, yeah, use everything as a learning experience and just brush it off, you know. Don't take it too seriously when you're playing against the AI. That's why I say that I want to get better with racing the AI before I ever hop in to multiplayer and, you know, mess up a real person's race. So that being said, guys, that's where we're going to end this video. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.